There's a showstopper. Hey guys, welcome to today's episode. I ordered some Mozambique agates from the rock shed, and they came in a 2, 2, and a 1 pound bag. I ordered 5 pounds, and it came just weighed it, and they came to 5 pounds and 1 ounce. So got a little more than expected, but thought I'd just empty them out here and get a good look at them. Yeah. And then I'm just gonna throw them in my homemade little PVC barrel because it's big enough that it'll take all 5 pounds at once. And I'm actually kind of excited. Kelly at he has the Alamosa Rock on Etsy. He sent me a Mozambique agate a couple of weeks ago, and I just kind of loved it. So I figured when I was placing an order, I actually ordered my mini Sonic from Rockshed, and when I did, they give you 20% discount on all stones that you order at the same time. So I just grabbed some Mozambiques while I was at it, because after seeing what Kelly sent me, I really enjoyed them. I'm hoping that I'll enjoy these as well, and my customers will. I'm already seeing some fun stuff in there. Alright. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Oh, man. I almost feel like I should hit it with a saw. Or maybe a chisel or something. Break that down a little bit. That's going to take forever to tumble out. That's going to be kind of cool. That'll be interesting. Ooh, some agate lines there. It'll be interesting to see what pops out on that one. Oh, that's really cool. Alright. I found that I tend to like to chisel things now instead of saw them. At least nodules like this. It's faster and easier and gets the same amount of work done. I'm going to set that aside for some chiseling. The rest, I think I'm just going to start throwing in the barrel. I don't see any reason not to. That's really cool. That's going to be a fun piece. No way around that. Oops, we already looked at that one. So they're pretty rough. I mean, definitely what you'd expect when you order a rough stone for tumble. Got some nice banding there. See how that pops out? Got the quartz pocket in the center. Ooh. Oh, that's going to be a lot of fun tumbled up. I'm going to take a little minute to get rid of those waxy pockets, but yeah. They are kind of slimy. I can feel the dust or whatever that was on it, clay or whatever is still on there, but that's no big deal. It's not going to affect the tumble at all. I don't know if I want to hit that with a chisel or not. Probably get rid of that crack through there, that seam in here, whatever that is. Oh, that'll be fun. Again, I don't know. It's got some cool lines there. Looks like it's already been sawn. It's so smooth right there. Yeah, it looks more quartzy than anything else. That's cool. With a little bit of pale white banding, purplish banding. Oh, that one's really cool. Man, these are going to be fun once they're tumbled up. It looks like I'm going to have to let some slide with pockets in them, but I'm actually okay with that. I know a lot of tumbling purists are not, but I figure as long as it doesn't hold grit, I'll move it on, but some of these are just going to hold grit. Otherwise, I'm going to tumble them down to nothing trying to get rid of these holes. Yeah, like that one's cracked there. Maybe I'll try to hit that with a chisel too. Alright. Whoa. Something cool going on there. I don't know what that is. I hope it's not a rare specimen type thing, because I'm going to throw it in a tumbler. Hope I don't ruin it. I don't know. Whatever it might be, if it's special. Oh, that's going to be fun. Ooh. This goes all the way through. Nice. Oh man, these are going to be some winners. Wow, that's cool too. I don't know if that'll stay or that'll tumble off, but still cool. Yep. Stand that up now. No, I'm not going to be smacking that test cap. Oh, stuff is piling up, adding up on my hand. Oh, there's water everywhere. There we go. Okay. Wow, these are really cool. These are going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait to see these tumbled up. Ooh, look at that guy. It's awesome. Alright. Lots of different colors on these, which is kind of surprising and really cool. So kind of maybe, I don't know, halfway between a Lake Superior agate and a Botswana agate. A little purple, little red in there. Okay, I'm going to get these three smacked at with a hammer and call the barrel good. I'm going to put probably 4 scoops of 3570 and 2 scoops of 30 grit in there. And it's kind of funny, but this big barrel doesn't need as much grit as it would if I were to put it all in 3-pound barrels, so it's kind of neat. Okay, well, get it loaded up and I'll see you in a week. So I just finished up the Mozambiques after stage 2. Well, I didn't just finish them up, obviously they're dry already. Kind of set them aside waiting for the vibratory tumbler to finish up chewing on something else. And yeah, they're coming along, they're looking pretty good. I've left a few rough spots in, as you can tell. I just got sick of tumbling. It comes to a point when you just got to say it's good enough, or you know, like maybe I should have hit that with a saw and gotten rid of that crack, but as it is, they're going to be good enough. No more hose out here. Everything has to be done from a milk jug. Can't have any standing water out here, so everything now, as it gets out of stage 2, it sits dry until I can throw it in the vibratory tumbler and move it on to stage 2 or 3. But, the joys of working in the cold. Wow. That one's pretty cool. But yeah, they're coming along all right. Not as these aren't as brilliant as the Botswana's agates, but they're still pretty. And I'm really liking them. So yeah, we'll get them into the vibratory tumbler, and I'll see you in 2 days. All right, into stage 3, and they're looking like they went through the end of stage 3. I brushed them out a little bit earlier, but I don't know, looks like I might have missed something. Let's see if that's grit or if that's just part of the stone. I don't know if it's grit, it's hardened right in there, but yeah, that would have come out with a little more time in stage 1, but oh well. Ooh, now we're talking. Alright, well, I'm gonna, like I said, throw these into the rotary tumbler for a week to finish them off. I think I'm getting a slightly better polish that way on these harder stones. So we'll give it a try. Of course, I could try to do a test group, but not really. I'm gonna just go ahead and throw them in the rotaries. So I will see you in a week. Okay, here we are, done with the burnish cycle on these stage 4s. I tumbled in my rotary tumbler and switched them over to the vibratory to burnish. And think with these hard rocks, I'm finding I get a little better finish anyway on rotary tumbler than I do the vibratory. But the vibratory is still faster, much faster. Oh my goodness. It's still much faster for the burnish. It's in like 15 minutes as opposed to a couple hours in the vibratory. Oh, rotary, excuse me. So 15 minutes in the vibratory as opposed to a couple hours in a rotary. So yeah, they're looking pretty good. I've been liking them. Ooh, look at that. There you go. Yeah. Time for the moment of truth though. Get them all dried off and see if they maintain that same level of polish as they look when they're wet. So I'll see you in a couple hours. So here we are, done with the Mozambiques. I ended up leaving them in stage 4 in my rotary tumbler for probably a week and a half. I went out of town, and since they were stage 4, I knew they weren't going to take much damage. It's not like leaving them in stage 1 for 2 weeks. So I just kind of went out of town and let them roll, and yeah, I don't think I'm too upset with the results. I'm learning that stage 4 in those rotary tumblers produces some pretty phenomenal shines. These Mozambiques, again, they were pretty grumpy. Ooh, a little bit of the druzy came through on that one. I was really hoping that would. And yeah, they're very hard stone. Really hard in stage 1 to get to get all the holes out. Like, I ended up leaving that hole in. Just because after a while I just got tired of tumbling them. They didn't really seem to be making much progress, and there wasn't like stunning banding or anything that really needed to show up in these things. I mean, you had a few pieces like this one that were just amazing from the get-go, but for the most part, not something that was really like eye-catching or amazing, but definitely very quartzy, see-through. So and some of these I might end up turning into sun catchers, maybe used for something like that. I mean, that would be a great quartzy like sun catcher. And then you got something like this that in the window, let me try to adjust the light here so you can see. Yeah, coming through a bright sunny day, that would be pretty cool. Oh, as it is, they are very cool stones. I am rather pleased. Again, not something I would probably jump at, kind of like the Bayas. I mean, I would probably reorder Bayas before I order Mozambiques. But just because there's not a lot of banding, there's not a lot of color changing in them. I mean, they're very pretty. Don't get me wrong. I mean, they're definitely a great stone. But for the difficulty of tumbling in stage 1, like, that was never going to come out. I would have had to break the stone, but then breaking the stone, I risked losing that little piece of quartz pocket, so, and a little bit of banding there is in the stone. So yeah, I don't know. I like them. I like tumbling them. They got a great shine on them. They're, like I've said before, come on, camera. There we are. See, there's a little bit of agate in there, but yeah, lost that train of thought. Sorry, that one got derailed. That's pretty cool. That's fun. I haven't really seen that stone yet. I guess I keep overlooking it, but maybe I shouldn't have. That's pretty cool. A couple little chips came through, which are always fun. Yep. Let's see. Try to set some aside for later. This one was kind of funny, tumbling it up. I had that line in there, had that line in there, and but then I had that oblique angle in there, obtuse angle, I guess is the way to use it, and it wasn't bad for trying to tumble it. Again, there was no way I was going to tumble that out of there, so I just moved it on. Same thing. I think this is another one where there was some pitting on the back of the stone. Yeah, and I just did not get rid of it. And at first I thought that was grit left behind in each stage, but actually it was just I brushed it really hard and tried to get it out of there, and it's just that was just part of the stone. Makes me wonder if I'd kept tumbling, if I wouldn't gotten down to a quartz pocket again. But alas, I moved on. There's a funky one. A couple little pieces there. These are a fun tumble. Grumpy in stage 1, I mean, they're full-on agates. They're just as hard as you would expect an agate to be. But, again, it was just 2 days, stage 2. 2 days in stage 3. And then, at least in my vibratory tumbler, sorry. Not in my rotary. And then I popped it into my rotary tumbler, and like I said, it was in there for whenever I pulled it out of there. Ended up being somewhere around 10 days, I think. 11 days, something like that. I don't think it was quite a full 2 weeks, but it was close. Let's see, what else in here is cool? Ooh, there we go. There's a showstopper. Wow. Yup. Might be a keeper again. Don't know. We'll see. Like again, like I said, I usually keep a stone for a while and then I release. I don't like to keep things for a long term. At least physical objects like this. I don't like to believe I own things. Not when God's the original owner and will own it long after I'm gone. There we are. Wow, that's kind of cool, that little milky line through there. It's much better visually in person than I think it would show up on camera, but... Oh, there you go. Pretty little banding lines. Unfortunately, it took a break somewhere later in the stages. So, I don't know what happened there. Got some kind of dudders in here. Oh, got a little quartz pocket in there. It's kind of fun. Another one of those peachish light colored ones. That's kind of weird. It's just, that's not a dominant color in these Mozambiques. So when you see one, it's kind of definitely pops from the group. What else is in here? Yep, that's not Mozambique agate. Oh, there you go. Some neat little banding in there. Ooh, that's a lot of fun coming onto that side. Yeah. That one would be worth sawing through the back and turning that into a pendant. That would be a lot of fun. Making a cab out of that. And there you go, another one of those holes that'll never tumble out. So you just kind of move it on and live with it. And more of that milky color coming through. Again, not a dominant color, so when you see one, the pinks and the reddish hues are definitely the dominant colors in these things, but when you catch one of a different color, it definitely pops out from the group. And they all have that. You can shine light through all of them. They're definitely full-on agates in that regard. Oh, that's pretty. Wish I knew how to get hold of my rock guy. The guy that would he bought a bunch of my rocks in the chalet this summer. He would love these stones. Yeah. I hope you are too. And if you're at this point in the video, you probably do. That's pretty cool. Some fortification in there. And otherwise just host rock. I don't know what you'd call that. Chalcedony, maybe. gotta flip them all over, because you never know what it's going to be on the other side. Those are kind of cool. Definitely typical of the bunch. These two... That's a lace agate. That one there. I can see the light agate in there. That one's probably the same. I sometimes get random stones through as I try to tumble with small media. I use small media to try to get inside, you know, that type of surface where I was broken off. And so unfortunately, sometimes it comes through with the main batch. That one almost tumbled out as a cab shape by itself. Doesn't really look like it fits with the Mozambique agates by the color and the shape, or the color and everything. Not really see-through. I wonder if I mixed it with something else. I'm gonna set that aside. I'm thinking that's not a Mozambique agate. Really pretty though, whatever it is. And down to the last few. Try to save the best for last. And a nice little window there. That would have been nice cabochon if I'd cut that back off. There you go. Wow. A lot of fun stuff going on with that one. A lot of different hues. And then this guy, the little fruit slice that's been going through the whole time. Pretty much came in this way, and I was hoping it would survive and it wouldn't crack or break, and nope, never did. So that one's pretty cool. All right. Well, that's all of them. I hope you've had fun with the video. I hope you enjoyed looking at them. If you decided to tumble Mozambiques, I would probably, on a scale of 1 to 10, I would throw them up around an 8. Spent a lot of time in stage 1 on it, but after that, they were simple and easy. So, yeah, get a chance. Definitely a fun one to tumble, and a fun one to put in the drawer. Keep around for a little while. So if you like to collect them, they're good ones. And I will catch you in the next video. Bye.